So I used to go out on a fairly regular basis and game at LAN parties with my friends on the weekends, but now that I'm self-employed and I have 3 kids, I have neither weekends nor friends. So, the solution? A LAN gaming center that I don't have to travel to. One that has participants that I'm already paying to hang out with me here in our office. And thanks to our sponsorship from Intel, today, that dream begins to become a reality. Though clearly, we do have some work to do. All right, so our not at all wild idea is to convert this corner of our warehouse, the one that we had wired up and cooled up for crypto mining, yeah, you can see how well that worked out, into a full-on gaming center, something truly useful. So what we're gonna need is proper power, proper cooling, proper networking, and most importantly, some solid gaming rigs so that nobody, including me, has lag as an excuse. Now, the purpose of this part 1 video is twofold. We're gonna lay out the plan, such as it is at this point, and we're gonna get your feedback about it so that we can make any necessary changes before going all out, and before even cleaning up, apparently. So there's our transformer box.
We get our electrical panel.
There's our electrical panel. So then right about here is where we've got outlets times 16.
Yeah. Can we run 10 gig over here?
I don't see why we wouldn't.
Is it too long?
It's expensive.
So is each system gonna be 10 gig because we have the capability, or no?
I don't know. I mean, we could.
Those cards are only like $100. That would be sick.
Yeah.
Like our caching server would not be able to keep up, but it would be sick.
So basically power is gonna kind of depend on where we want the tables. We could have Brian move the outlets if we wanted, depending on how we wanted to do. Okay, so here's one thing. This wall is really ugly.
Also, technically that wall doesn't have to be there, right? It's just, it's not supporting anything.
It is supporting the electrical panel right now. We could even have like a TV there or something.
I think we should have a table, like a countertop here.
A countertop?
That would be nice, just like so you can put stuff there, like maybe even a sink. Probably not a sink, but just
sink?
Just a countertop would be nice.
As part of our initial planning, we need to design and build up a prototype of the actual systems that we're gonna be rolling out, because you wanna make sure everything about them is perfect before you run out and build 16 boxes. Oh yeah, our plan is 16 seats. Anyway, we wanna not only be able to game on this setup for a long time, but we'd also love to have it available for Linus Media Group and Floatplane Media staff to stream off hours, or maybe we could start doing some Let's Plays over on channel Superfun, resurrect that. Like, I don't know. So with that in mind, our builds were designed to be good enough for high refresh rate 1080p or normal refresh rate like 60 Hertz 1440p gaming. We haven't actually chosen our monitors yet, so we're definitely open to your feedback on that. What do you guys think we should go with? Anyway, thanks to Intel sponsoring this video, our prototype will be using their excellent 8700K processor, which from our recent testing is untouchable when it comes to gaming performance. The only thing faster than this is Intel's own limited edition 8086K, but well, cannot has 16 of those. Now for our boot drives, we're gonna be using Intel's 760 series NVMe SSDs. These are 512 gigs with read speeds of up to 3,230 megabytes per second, and then about half of that on writes. Then we're gonna be using an Optane module accelerated 12 terabyte Barracuda Pro in each of our systems to give our game drive, so our entire Steam libraries will have SSD-like performance. You can actually check out our recent video about that up here. We need to figure out how, like, let's say everyone comes down at the end of the day or whatever and wants to play the same game and we don't have it. We need a way for everyone to be able to download the game really quickly.
A caching server.
But if
we already have one, I think we should make a second one.
A second one?
I don't think our VM one is going to be able to support this.
Oh, come on.
No, there's no way. We only have like 2 gigs read.
What's your performance goal?
A gigabit each.
That's not even that unreasonable, is it?
Yeah, so we need 2 10 gigs into the server.
But there's not like a compression overhead on the caching server, is there? So we just need lots of network.
Lots of network, RAM would be good.
What if it could be our dedicated server for, you know,
Games,
like running our
LAN.
own?
Yeah, that could work.
Okay.
Not with
Oh,
that,
yeah.
So now that makes sense. And then we just have dedicated servers running all the time, and then it can also act as a cache.
Yeah,
I want it to be quiet.
that's fine.
So yeah, we'll have to like water cool it or something.
It doesn't have to be that quiet.
Hell yeah. The rest of our machine is a solid balance of mostly dash, but with a touch of flash. So we chose the Asus ROG Strix Z370G MATX board, in part thanks to its compact size and dual M.2 slots, and we went with a matching Strix GTX 1070, not wanting to overdo our prototype, just in case NVIDIA dropped a new GPU on us, and we ended up wanting to go with something else. Each station, we're gonna have a limited amount of actual floor space to allocate to each one, but obviously it's better to have the system up on top from a dust management perspective. So one way or another, not on the floor though. Remember what the WAN show PC looked like after a year?
At DreamHack, they put all the PCs above the monitors.
Where did you come from?
I just walked in because it seemed like you guys were coming to the wrong conclusion. So,
So here's where we're at. Towers either behind, beside, or on top, but not ghetto, but not down here. Since the systems are gonna be highly visible, we hit up our buds over at Corsair to send us over their new 280X Micro ATX chassis. It's compact, it's got tempered glass, and it's compatible with their new iQ RGB lighting control software. For that matter, so is the Vengeance Pro RGB RAM that they sent over. And in white to match this gorgeous color scheme.
So what are we looking at here?
So right now, we have a very poorly designed fresh air cooling system. One that brings fresh air in, but has no exhaust
do
for
we
it.
roughly know the TDP of the system?
Probably 5,000 watts
So we
total.
have 350 per, and then like what, a 500 watt server?
Yeah, sure. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Oh God, I don't know how.
I don't think it's, this would be a 6, wouldn't it?
Okay, you know what? Whatever, 5,000.
Yeah, screw math, right?
The final components of the system are the power supply. So for this, we went with an RM650X. It doesn't have any kind of flashy RGB or anything like that, but it's got it where it counts, providing enough power for any config that we could put in here, and it's got a modular interface, so go ahead and get that installed. And for CPU cooling, we've gone with the H100i Pro, but with a twist. We took off the maglev fans that are included, sacrificing a little bit of performance, and swapped on light loops. This cooler's 0 RPM mode, which can be configured in Corsair software, means that we can actually have the systems, when they're idle, be completely silent. So if there's only a couple of people gaming, there won't be any noise pollution. So what I'm proposing is we turn this area into like console gaming zone. Honestly, what I would like, ideally, is to kind of have 2 couches, and I'd like to have a big old CRT that we could have on like a rolling cart with some old consoles or an emulation box. And then you could have like, because realistically, if you're playing more modern games, they're not that sensitive to input lag anyway. So you play those on the projector,
First-person shooter?
and then you could have a big CRT for anything else.
You're still missing a huge category of games. It's like any first-person shooter, you're not going to want to play on a CRT.
Well, you can play first-person shooter over here, idiot.
All right.
So here's our finished prototype rig. It's not over the top or anything, but I still think it looks really good. And because of IQ, we'll have functionality like having the whole thing turn red when someone dies or whatever. And then in terms of the layout of the room, basically, this is the wall where we want to put the projector. Jake will have to move his paint booth. Here's where I want kind of like couches for console gaming or CRT gaming. Here is where we're gonna put the, I don't think we're gonna get 3 rows in here. So I think it's gonna end up being probably 2 rows of gaming machines with the chairs in the middle back to back or something along those lines. I don't know, I think 3 feet per person, we're gonna kind of have to make it work. You know, we really want to get a bunch of ideas from you guys. Do you guys have any ideas for monitors, peripherals? Is there any feature that you think we're missing from like a networking or power or cooling perspective? We are wanting to do this like crazy awesome. So don't be afraid to give us your wacky ideas in the comments below. So huge thanks to Intel for sponsoring part 1 of this project as part of their Gamer Days initiative. Gamer Days 2018, which runs from September 1st until September 16th, is more than just a great time to shop for gaming gear, like you saw in this video. It'll also include prizes, giveaways, and other amazing experiences, so make sure you click the link in the video description to check it out. So thanks for watching, guys. If you disliked this video, you can hit that button, but if you liked it, hit like, get subscribed, or maybe consider checking out where to buy the stuff we featured at the link in the video description. Also down there is our merch store, which has cool shirts like this one, and our community forum, which you should definitely join.